Good morning, friends. My name is Rakesh Kumar Khuntia. Today we are going to discuss on USFDA as a part of Regulatory Affairs Pharmacy Knowledge Series. It gives me an immense pleasure to share my knowledge on regulatory affairs on USFDA today. Today we are going to see the Food and Drug Administration in US. The United States Food and Drug Administration is the federal agency of the Department of Health and Human Sciences in US. The FDA is responsible for protecting and promoting public health through the control and supervision of food safety, tobacco products, prescription, over the counter pharmaceutical drugs, vaccines, blood transfusion, medical devices, electromagnetic radiation emitting devices, cosmetics, biopharmaceuticals, animals, food and feed, veterinary products. USFDA was formed in the year June 30, 1906, which is 115 years from now. The agencies which have been preceding USFDA is Food and Drug Insecticide Administration, that is Bureau of Chemistry and Division of Chemistry, which was established in 1862. The headquarters of USFDA is located at White Oak Campus, Hampshire Avenue, Silver Spring, Maryland. The number of employees that work in USFDA is approximately 14,000 plus associates, which is a record of 2010, and the annual budget is close to $3.16 billion annually. The agency executives include Janet Woodcock, who is the commissioner, and Amy Abernethy is the Principal Deputy Commissioner. The parent agency of USFDA is nothing but the Department of Health and Human Services. So, under this umbrella, we have child agencies which include the Center for Biologics Evaluation and Research, Center for Devices and Radiological Health, Center for Drug Evaluation and Research, Center for Food Safety and Applied Nutrition, a Center for Tobacco Products, Center for Veterinary Medicines, National Center for Toxicological Research. We also have Office of Criminal Investigation, Office of Regulatory Affairs. The main focus of USFDA includes enforcing the laws under Section 361 of the Public Health Services Act. Much of this regulatory enforcement is not directly related to food or drugs, but involves such as regulating lasers, cell phones, and other diseases control, varying from pets to other forms. The FDA is led by Commissioner of Food and Drugs, which is appointed by the President with the advice and consent of the Senate. The Commissioner reports to the Secretary of Health and Human Services. Woodcock is the acting commissioner as of January 2021. The FDA has its headquarters in White Oak, Maryland. The agency also has 223 field officers and 13 laboratories located through the 50 states, the United States Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico. In 2008, the FDA began to post employees to foreign countries, including China, India, Costa Rica, Chile, Belgium, and the United Kingdom. Under the organization structure of Department of Health and Human Services of Food and Drug Administration, we have Office of the Commissioner. Under Office of the Commissioner, there is Office of Operations. Under Office of Operations, we have Office of Equal Employment Opportunity, Office of Human Resources, Office of Finance, Budget Acquisition, Office of Information Management and Technology, Office of Informatics and Technology Innovation, Office of Information Management, Office of Security Operations, Office of Facilities Engineering and Mission Support Services. Under the same bucket of FDA, we have Center for Biologics Evaluation and Research, CIBR, Center for Devices and Radiological Health, CDRH, Center for Drug Evaluation and Research, CDR, Center for Food Safety and Applied Nutrition, CFSAN, Center for Tobacco Products, CTP, Center for Veterinary Medicine, CVM, Oncology Center of Excellence, Office of Regulatory Affairs, Office of Clinical Policy and Programs, Office of External Affairs, Office of Food Policy and Response, Office of Ministry, Minority Health and Health Equity, Office of Policy, Legislation, International Affairs, Office of Chief Scientist, Office of Women's Health, and National Center for Toxicological Research (NCTR). The location of FDA facilitates are currently located in Montgomery County and Prince George County, Maryland. So I just repeat this line because there is a requirement here. The FDA headquarters facilitates are located in Montgomery County and Prince George's County, Maryland. So, regarding the White Oak Federal Research Center, since 1990, the FDA has had employees and facilities on 130 acres, that is 53 hectares of White Oak Federal Research Center in the White Oak area of Silver Spring, Maryland. In 2001, this GSA, that is General Services Administration, began the new construction campus to consolidate the FDA 25 existing operations in the Washington metropolitan area. Its headquarters is in Rockwell and several fragmented office buildings. The first building, the Life Science Laboratory, was dedicated and opened with 104 employees in December 2003. As of December 2018, the FDA campus has a population of close to 10,000 plus employees, holding approximately 38 lakh square feet of space divided into 10 offices and 4 laboratory buildings. The campus houses the Office of Commissioner, Office of Regulatory Affairs, CDR, CDRH, CBR, and Office of Center for Veterinary Medicine. With the passing of the FDA Reauthorization Act of 2017, the FDA is projecting a 64% increase in employees to 18,000 over the next 15 years. And this would likely to add approximately 16 lakh square meter of office and special use space to their existing facilities. The National Capital Planning Commission approved a new master plan for this expansion in December 2018, and construction is expected to complete in 2035, dependent on GSA appropriations. Now, coming to the off-field locations, we have the Office of Regulatory Affairs is considered the agency's eye and ear, conducting the vast majority of FDA's work in the field. So, in its employees known as the consumer safety officers are more commonly known as investigators, which inspect the production, warehousing facilities, investigate complaints, illness, and outbreaks, review documentation in case of medical devices, drugs, biological products, and other items where it may be difficult to conduct a physical examination or take a physical sample of the product. The Office of Regulatory Affairs is divided into 5 regions, which are further divided into 20 districts. These districts are based roughly on the geographical divisions of the federal court system. Each district comprises a main district's office and a number of resident posts, which are FDA remote offices that serve a particular geographical area. ORA also includes the agency's network of regulatory laboratories which analyze and physical samples taken. Those samples are usually food related, some labs equipped to analyze drugs, cosmetics, and radiation emitting devices. Now, coming to the Office of Investigations, which is the Office of Criminal Investigations, was established in 1991 to investigate criminal cases. To do so, there were employees close to 200 special agents nationwide, unlike Office of Regulatory Affairs, who are armed, have badges, and do not focus on technical aspects of regulatory industries. Rather, these agents, that is, Office of Criminal Investigations agents, pursue develop cases when individuals and companies commit criminal actions such as fraud claims or unknowingly or unknowingly willingly shipping known adulterated goods in interstate commerce. In many cases, OCI pursue cases involving violations of Title 18 of the United States Code, conspiracy, false statements, wire fraud, mail fraud, in addition to prohibited acts as defined in Chapter 3 of the FDNC Act. OCI agents often come from the other criminal investigation backgrounds. Uh, these are frequently work closely with the FBI, that is Federal Bureau of Investigation, Assistant Attorney General, and even Interpol. OCI receives the cases from a variety of sources, including ORA, local agencies, and the FBI that works with ORA investigators to help the financial, technical, and research science-based aspects of the case. We have other locations of FDA located apart from the US, that is China, India, Europe, Middle East, and Latin America. The scope and funding of FDA happens from the expenditures in the US, which is close to 2.4 trillion, which is about 25% of consumer expenditures in US. This includes $466 in food sales, 275 billion in drugs, 60 billion in cosmetics, and 18 billion in vitamin supplements. Much of these are goods imported into the US. The FDA is responsible for monitoring import sales. The FDA's federal budget request for the fiscal year 2012 totaled of 4.36 billion, while the proposed 2014 budget is 4.7 billion. About 2 billion of this budget is generated by user fees. Pharmaceutical firms pay the majority of these fees, which are used to expedite drug reviews. The FDA federal budget request for fiscal year total with 2.1 billion and 105.8 million increase from what is received from the fiscal year. So this is how the little bit of budget and the scoping and finance part. So with this, we will end today's session, and maybe we can open the floor for questions if there are any. And probably this is good to conclude, and we'll continue this topic of USFDA discussion in our next video. Till then, stay safe and stay happy, and do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment my channel Pharmacy Knowledge Series. Stay tuned. Bye bye.